It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we get to watch Nick.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And it's time to close an exciting week of football here on Monday night. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And they're a decade in the league now, Jacoby Brissett.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. We just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Well, Brock, they're dealing with injury right now, as we can all see, but you wouldn't know it with how they've played or their record. How have they been able to do it?
You know, Kate, I think this is a testament to a whole team. Right? Not just a team on the field, but this is a team off the field. This is why you draft and develop. This is why you build 1 through 53 on a roster. You just can't have 22 starters. You've got to have the depth, and this team is showing you how to do it.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Juke the defender. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing him out, coming off one of his best seasons as a pro, an MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he rocks the tackler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he thanks to a great effort defensively.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still second.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun is Prescott. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get... Offense staying out there, it's 4th and 1. Here we go with Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense on the line of scrimmage off the snap.
This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 48. That's a catch for Nico Collins. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Off the play fake, Brissett.
It's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play. Just
down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
it takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Turpin on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. That's going to be caught by Cooks. Down the sideline, past the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball into a big play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Here's Dak. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it down to a single point. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll run here on first down. And they had that one contained right at the line. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Brissett. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brissett. It's taken in by Sinnott. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. The Texans set to punt. Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. This one falls incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing again is Dak. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
It's tipped away. Ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Dell with the grab. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This one quickly to Dell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Second down. Here's Brissett again. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and long. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And it'll bounce out of bounds, and he could not have hit this much better. That's going to pin him at their own 5-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Running it again with Dobbins. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Christian Harris on the stop. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Catch made by Cooks. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Dobbins trying the right side. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 32. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Brissett. Complete to Dell. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. From the 41. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They'll come up 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Here's Brissett. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Look to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Texans hoping to break this tie before the half. Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker. His best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call. Should get a boost. He's got a gain of 6 there. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. It's going to be 3rd down.
down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute.
The tackle still going. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Brissett with it on first. That finds Gibson complete. And he's going to be coming up here. Down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range.
Those feet in and makes the catch.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. To the air yet again, Brissett. Into traffic, complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, Brissett. Hits him on the in route. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun now for Brissett. Complete beyond the marker. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Finding Collins. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. One final shot before halftime. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines. But hey, they've got the lead. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Caleb Williams, another strong game as his guys moved to 9-1 on the season. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, terrific in the win as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Now here's Prescott. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brissett. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a 1st down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too. And that D-tackle just got it done.
Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. He's running with it. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, third down. Back to throw, here's Brissett. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 7.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Dak now from the gun. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Texans and Jacoby Brissett out again on offense for this next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Got Sinnott. It's complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stop made by C.J. Henderson. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They kick the running back in motion. Has a man, it's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Play stopped by Damone Clark. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Pressure coming for Brissett. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. The toss running right, Dobbins. He's contained at the line for no gain. Christian Harris on the stop. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 4th and short. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Out now come the Texans on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but sack same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Blitz coming.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to engage with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. 1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get there to take him down right.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 41.
Another throw for Prescott. All around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Dak throwing again.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes things a little closer. It's now
Just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make
So following the return, looks like somebody determine how severe this may be. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Brissett. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And 4th and 4 coming up. So out now comes the punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it'll be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again is Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers.
They connect on the deep shot. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Setting up the running back screen. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun is Prescott. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Dobbins gets it off the option. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He's got it! And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Running for it with Dobbins. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Finds a man right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Nico Collins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Right up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Nico Collins, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Cowboys about set to take over. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 1st and 10, Prescott. Catch made by Cooks. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys down by only 3. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dak now from the gun. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turned into a couple points. Now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Throwing now. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Another chance for him. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. So now here's 3rd and goal. Moss. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. They'll run, it's Moss. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they're very fortunate the turnover downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw. Incomplete pass. To throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here he is to throw. Ferguson there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's taken in by Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. As they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Dallas.